Alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. I greet all of us. Summa salatu wa salam ala ashraf al-mursaleen Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin alladhina adhhaba Allahu anhum ar-rijsa wa tahharahum tathira wa ashabihi al-akhyar wa sallama taslima. I greet all of you this morning, Tuesday, 2nd December. Once again, we are back and live on New World TV, Nima precisely. We are located at Nima, inshallah. We are continuing with our English program. It's a political talk show entitled Bold Solutions and Possibilities. This program is solely meant to support the candidature of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to get him elected as MPP flag bearer to contest election for 2028, inshallah. Inshallah, today's edition, we are expected to have a guest in the person of Alhaji Ibrahim Adjei. I believe Alhaji Ibrahim Adjei is a very known political figure in Ghana, former Assistant Secretary to former President Nana Addo Dankwaah Akuffo Addo, inshallah, is on his way here. But the program must go on immediately. He is around, inshallah. We'll introduce him to our viewers around the globe. You can reach us on Facebook Live. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and other social media, new media platforms. We are live at this moment. If you want to listen to this program, you can go to social media. Just type New World and then just like it and then share to others. Share for others to also enjoy this program, inshallah. Today, we have a lot of topics to deal with. And because the program is solely to do MPP internal politics generally, and also look at so far how campaigning of the five black bearers of MPP, presidential aspirants of MPP is going, specifically Dr. Bawumia's campaigning. We will be looking at that, and we'll be looking at Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's relationship with MPP so far, who he is, and we are also going to be looking at his regional tours and all that, and some of the policies he's putting across, especially those policies that are supposed to be affecting directly constituency, grassroots MPP executives when MPP is in power. Inshallah. But we are still waiting for our guest in the person of Alhaji Ibrahim Adjei. Whenever he's around, inshallah, we are going to introduce him. But before that, we will be doing we'll be looking at some other issues before he comes around. For example, before he comes, we'll be looking at Muslim students to pray or not to pray, to fast or not to fast on mission schools. I mean, mission secondary schools. I mean, secondary schools that are established by our Christian brothers, like Methodist Secondary School, and some other St. Aquanasis and all that. Do we as Muslims have the right to say that they should allow us to wear our veils in those secondary schools? They should allow us to pray our 5 times daily prayers, that they should allow us to fast? What really, if they allowed us, what is going to happen to those schools? Why are they denying Muslim students not to go through Islamic rituals like fasting, like 5 daily prayer. For us Muslims, we pray 5 daily prayers at dawn and noon and afternoon, evening and into the night. We pray 5 daily prayers. When it is Ramadan too, we fast. Whether you are learning or you are not learning, you must fast. Whether you are in school or not school, it really doesn't matter where you find yourself. Even if you are on the campuses of St. Augustine, Presbyterian Church school, secondary schools, or Roman Catholic secondary school, you as a Muslim, really, space shouldn't be a barrier for you to worship your God. But do you have the right as a Muslim student to say that I want to fast even when I attend St. Augustine or Presbyterian secondary school or Methodist secondary school and even universities? If Muslim students are allowed to do that, to fast and to pray 5 daily prayers on the campuses of such schools, really, what effect is it going to have on the policies those schools, the reason for which those schools were established? Now that the schools appear, so all those such secondary schools appear to be, being taken care of by the government, by the taxpayer, because teachers are being paid by the government and all that. So automatically and technically, those schools have become what? Let's say public institutions, and so therefore you cannot tell somebody not to fast. But if those schools are really Christian-based schools and they are established based on Christian dogma and faith, with the purpose to train people with Christian understanding and all that, then I will say that for us Muslims not to be seen to be intruding into other people's privacy. We should also make it a point as Muslim community in Ghana to establish our own secondary schools where we, but those schools should be open, even though they should have some leanings. They have some leanings to Islamic ideology, but it should be, we should soften our stand on whether a Christian can attend the school or not attend the school, or whether they can do their Christian prayers or they cannot privately. Because throughout Ghana, I don't think Muslims will have complained so far regarding what really is supposed to be the issue of worship. Because all of us, from side 2 level, primary school level, kindergarten level, where our children attend school, government schools, early in the morning when they are at parade, you can see that every prayer which is conducted, is carried out there, is done based on Christian prayers. No Muslim prayer is done in any schools in Ghana, but we have never complained about that, because we also have a way of teaching our wards and our kids to understand what Islam actually is. You understand? But it's a bit pathetic if you look at how Muslims we are not investing in education infrastructure. We don't invest much in the education. All the infrastructure regarding education, from day nursery, kindergarten, primary school, you can see that most of those education establishments belong to our brothers in Christianity. They are the people who establish day nurseries. They are the people who establish kindergartens. Privately, they invest in there, and we Muslims, we take our children there, but we never complain. I wonder why we are complaining at the secondary school level that we should be allowed, when even at the preparatory level, which is very important, we never complain about that. And then we go at the secondary school level and be complaining. I will encourage all of us as Muslims. This should be a wake-up call to all of us as Muslims, that there is the need. There is the need for us Muslims also to establish our own day nurseries, and these day nurseries should also be open to admit Christians who are willing to bring their children, their kids, to come and learn some Islamic lessons, like we have been learning Christian lessons throughout, existence of Ghana. Because if you go to nursery school, I believe maybe, let's say 90 or 90 something % of teachers there are all Christians. The liturgy they use, the prayers, everything is about Christianity, but we never complain. So let's encourage ourselves as Muslims. Let's encourage ourselves as Muslims to build our own day nurseries, to build our own kindergarten, privately, and to build our own preparatory schools where our kids will also be given Islamic orientation, Islamic knowledge at that very, level of, building and opening their horizon to understand their faith. Instead of us doing that, we rather want to say that Christians, when they spend their gotten money through their tithes and all that, and build their secondary school, then we want to go there and exert our rise on them. And when they see that no, these schools are not built on such principles, we are a Christian establishment. When you are coming there, be aware that this is the rules. This is a rule in Presbyterian secondary school. This is the rules in the Methodist secondary school. These are the rules in Roman Catholic secondary school. In fact, some of us attended Roman Catholic JSS, some of us attended, Presbyterian Methodist, SSS, and all that. And sometimes, as a Muslim, I tell you, we go to church, especially Friday. Roman Catholic, they will ask you to go to chapel to go and sing, but we never protested. Because we don't have the infrastructure to take our kids there. And that is the truth of the matter. So that is why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said that when he comes, when he is elected, when he is given the mandate by Ghanaians to rule Ghana, he's going to build modern secondary schools. In all the 16 regions of Ghana. And I think that we as Muslims and Ghanaians, we should support this idea. We are not seeking to segregate our community along religious lines. After all, we really, Ghana, we enjoy religious freedom, religious tolerance, and you can see a Christian, Muslim at one place performing different duties in order for them to help their nation. So we are very lucky that we tolerate each other. But at the secondary school level, I will also encourage our Christian brothers and the owners of those secondary schools to soften their grounds. At least, if somebody is to pray maybe 4 strokes like 4 rakas of Zuhur and Asr, it won't take more than 10 minutes to do that. We are not saying give us a space in your secondary schools to establish a mosque there. No. Just allow us, even for us, everywhere we can just offer our prayers. We can just have, spread something down there and have somebody to lead us. If you are just an individual, you can perform your own prayer. Yes, but as students, if you are in numbers, let's say 10, 20 at a Christian secondary school, this will give you at least a leeway, even in their church. This will allow you to enter into the church and offer your Muslim prayers. It really will not affect anything. I believe so. After all, faith is in the heart, not in the building. Yes. So you can actually enter into the church and make your ikama, and then Imam will lead you to pray. And when you are out, Christians can also come. I think this is happening in Jerusalem, I believe. Jerusalem do. Muslims pray there, Jews pray there, Christians also pray there in different sections of this mosque. So I would say that first of all Muslims, rich men, establish your own secondary schools, your own kindergartens, your own primary schools, where those schools will also go along Islamic orientation, and it is open for whoever, and all Ghanaians, those who want to come and also be educated in those secondary schools. Yes, so we will support Dr. Mahmoud Bamia's idea of building 16 model secondary schools in all the 16 regions of Ghana, and then Muslims, rich men, individual, private people, groups, and organizations. Voluntary and philanthropic organizations will also be building kindergartens, preparatory schools from class 1 to class 6, and then up to DSS level, so that all of us will have a space to educate ourselves without raising unnecessary tension between Muslims and Christians. Yeah, you are still listening to us from our studios, New World TV, Nima. Inshallah, we are still waiting for our guest, Alhaji Ibrahim Adjei. When he comes, we are going to commence, inshallah, our main discussion. But let's look at Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, since he was introduced to MPP politics. Political parties, Rawlings is the one who ushered in 1992 constitution. Based on that, political parties are allowed to be established. All parties were formed, MPP, everybody. In fact, MPP was actually established and registered after 1992 constitution came into effect, and then political campaigning, political party, we talk of multi-party democracy. That is where multi-party democracy started. So parties like NDC, MPP, in fact, DPP used to be my former party, led by Mr. T.N. Wadru. Yes, he founded DPP. We were part of that party, inshallah. From there, we became members of MPP. I believe that Wadru should be in good health around this time. A good man. He actually mentored me politically, and I became so interested in politics. And when I started politics as an imam, Zongo people were actually accusing me that why should an imam be doing politics? I said, why shouldn't I do politics? I have to do politics as an imam. But politics should be for us as imams. So I became so interested in politics, and especially MPP politics. Adjei actually introduced me to MPP politics, and I became so interested. And one of the personalities who actually attracted me to MPP politics was Nana Dankwaah Akuffo. I used to go to court with Wadru, and we used to meet Nana Addo at Supreme Court. And you see lawyers around him, very, smallest man, but when he stands on his feet to argue, to make points, legal points. And then I became so I admired him, but then he wasn't there. He wasn't even an MP. He was just a lawyer, And I said, wow, this man, he has something in him. And I like the way he speaks. When he's on the bench, and he's submitting. When it is time for him to submit as a lawyer, that is where I got to actually like Nana Dankwaah Akuffo. And he also actually encouraged me to like politics as an imam. I stayed down there and I looked at Nana Addo. I said, wow, this man. And then I became so in love with politics. Yeah, Jema, yes. I think that, like I said, I told you before, I said we're working for a very big man in this country. Media landscape is everywhere. Yes, it's a personality. All of us, I think, this face, everybody knows this face. Our guest today, like I told you, Alhaji Ibrahim Adjei, a former secretary to former President Nana Addo Dankwaah Akuffo. And then I believe he has some other titles that if he counts himself, he want to introduce himself properly. I may not be able to introduce him properly, but he can do that. He's here with us, inshallah. I think traffic got him somewhere, and then finally he's here at the studios of New World TV. This program is dedicated purposely to do MPP politics and also to support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But I don't know who he's supporting, whether he's supporting Dr. or Kennedy or Duchum or Kauna Japong or Brian. I don't know, but he will tell us. If I don't know whether he's willing to tell us who he's supporting, but maybe from the conversation we will see how it goes, inshallah. Yes, Honorable, you're welcome. You're welcome to the studios. I will let you introduce yourself. Yes, I will let you introduce yourself.
Assalamu alaikum. Oh, mashallah, thank you so much. And assalamu alaikum to all our viewers and listeners. It's an honor and a privilege. We've been watching you, New World TV, and you've been adding value to the media landscape, especially, of course, the New Patriotic Party, which is dear to all of our hearts. And, they say that it takes every drop to make an ocean. Yeah. And believe me, inshallah, how I see it, mashallah, you are making waves. I say it as directly as I can, and I'm not here to flatter you in any way, shape, or form. But when you see something good, as Muslims, as ambassadors of God, you don't have to be a Muslim. Christians and Muslims and Jews say it. And so I'm saying it, that I want to appreciate you and the whole team. You are the face of New World TV, but I know there's a whole raft of personalities behind you. And we want to say thank you. You are adding immense value to our political landscape and by extension, Ghana's architecture, the state that we want to build for our children, our grandchildren. You are definitely a strong component of that. May Allah continue to bless you in the station.
We thank you for the honor done us. Your presence is an honor. If you look at, if I say that, and I've been watching you since 1992, but then maybe you are somewhere in London or something like that. But later when you came and you were participating in MPP debates, I've been watching you from afar. And I admire you. I haven't got an opportunity to meet you physically or to know you. I didn't know that this is how we are coming to meet each other today. I've been watching you from afar. And I think that you have done well in terms of your participation, your fair comments on, because you've been so fair in all the commentaries you've been passing, your participation in political activity, talk show. You've been very level, very calm, very level-headed, and straight to the point. Yeah. Where you need to make a point, you make it with all the strength you have to make. And I actually like you personally, not just that because you are here today, but from afar, I actually like you. And when my brother told me you were coming here today, I said, wow, then it's an honor. A whole Alhaji Ibrahim Adjei is coming here today. Then, meanwhile, you are honored. Oh, we are honored. We are honored. We are honored.
You wanted me to introduce myself?
Yes, do the introduction.
Yes. I'm a father of 3 children, and what got me into politics was when we were back in London. And I'll give you the year. The year was 1977. I was 7 years old. My father was a diplomat. I'll be very quick because we want to talk MPP, not me. My father was a diplomat. Oh, okay. And so on the weekends, his colleague diplomats would come to our house. This is before the days of internet, 1977. So
wow.
There used to be social interaction as opposed to social media. And of course, my father's colleagues are all diplomats. And they'd be talking politics. And that's what got me into it. How can I also add value to the discussions that were there? And my father was very open-minded. He allowed us to be in his space. We have these things, adults. When adults come, children, leave here. And my father was quite the opposite. Sit down and take part in the conversation. A small 7-year-old. So that got me into politics, wanted to be part of it. And from 1992, I started writing in the West Africa magazine. I used to write articles, in the West Africa magazine. Of course, we just had the new political dispensation freedom of political association was in. And from the get-go, I knew where I wanted to be. And then in 1990, I was in Ghana for 1 year, in and out. I spent a few months here, go back to school, then university like that. And then when I came to settle, finally, this is in 2003, to finally actually settle. Since 1990, I'm always in Ghana. Every year, when we vacate, I'm in Ghana. But 2003, I left UK permanently to come and settle and got involved with the NPP straight away, because I knew that the party has a vision and a passion to really develop Ghana. And you see within our political DNA, we want to be a partner in your ambitions. That's the mindset of the NPP. How can we, as leaders, partner you, Ghanaians, to realize your ambitions and aspirations in life? And that runs throughout the value chain or the timeline of NPP since its inceptions in different forms, as you know. Now, I was fortunate enough to start coming on the media's landscape, and a lot of people were calling me to, be part of their media associations in terms of the TV programs and radio stations, up until 2007, 2008, when I then got a call later. We were praying together at the Cantonment Mosque, yes. And it was Anthony Kabo. We prayed together at that point. His Excellency, Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Salisu was praying Juma with us at the Cantonment Mosque. Yes. And Anthony Kabo said, "Ben, we've been looking for you. This after Juma." He said, "What?" So we need to see you. I said, "Okay." And the long short of the story was that they wanted me to become the spokesperson for Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Salisu for the 2008 elections, which I was together with Olivia Quarte. Yes, because Olivia speaks Tree. Me and you, I don't speak the Tree very well. So you have the two people, for the Tree stations. You do that one, I do the English and the gas stations. And I have been enamored with Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Salisu. We were in the northern regions for the whole of the campaign. I was in Tamale solidly for 3 months. Wow. Wabo, we were there, visiting the bakery. Those who know Tamale very well know the environments I'm talking about. And Malam, when you stay with somebody 3 solid months and you get to share an insight into what they want to do for the country. This time he was, again, candidate for 2008. It's 8 years before becoming president. Yes. But I saw in those quiet times in the evening, maybe we'd go somewhere in Gushegu or Karaga, Bumpuru Yoyo, and campaign. You work throughout the night. Oh, yeah. You sleep around 3 a.m. By 6 a.m., you're up. Yeah. You take your ball of kenke. So I got to know Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Salisu. And I say this as sincerely as I can. He is a person, a man, a human being who you can see that God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has put a love of dedication in his heart for the people of Ghana. Yeah. Everything about it. And it's been this way since I met him in 2008. Sure. Sometimes you see the fruits, but the roots run deep. Very. It's not because he got into frontline politics. He was doing politics behind the scenes prior to 2008. Ooh. Adding value to Ghana, adding value to the New Patriotic Party in his own way, but in an emphatic way.
Very silently.
They say that when the right hand is giving, the left hand should not know what is the right hand is giving. Yes. And Dr. Mohammed Salisu, His Excellency, in those times that we were campaigning, when the cameras were not there, when the campaign people were not there, and we would share testimony. Ibrahim, this is what I plan to do. This is what I want us to do. It was always inclusive. He's the type that carries a country along. He's the leader, but a good leader makes sure that you carry your people, because you have to arrive at that destination together. And we've seen examples post 2008, 12, and then, of course, since 2016, when he became, alhamdulillah, the vice president of Ghana. He has been so consequential. And now I'm not here to somehow denigrate any vice president before him. Okay. But we are here in this modern era of politics. What vice president can shine a light, and I'm saying this respectfully, to what he has done within that space. He took the role and said, look, I am going to make sure that I actually work to deliver the promises of the party and the government of Nana Addo Dankwaah Akuffo in his own space. See, that's what you call leadership. Where you take action where there's no road, where you build bridges where there's no path, where you create innovation and open up the economy and the talent and the opportunities for everybody in Ghana. You know, when we talk about the digital area or of that, he has single-handedly, and I say that respectfully, nurtured and created. Sometimes you wonder, and we can point to certain things, interoperability, am I right? In terms of mobile money. You can look at the way in which we've streamlined all areas of public life. You know, in terms of at the ports, how we've made that more transparent, passport acquisition. But there's more to it than that. When somebody champions a new innovation and creates that space, you can see the knock-on effect, the consequential effects of his leadership. Just one small one here that I want to give you. By making sure that digitalization impacted every single part of Ghana's life, because he saw that this is the fourth industrial revolution. Ghanaians need to be at the front of it, driving that revolution. So let me give you one example of something that has happened in that space. There are many, but I want to give you one. Right now, you and I know that you can sit in your home and buy wache online.
Oh, yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Your fufu, your cocoa, everything you can buy online. Because he saw the vision and said, no, we have to be on this train.
And it will be delivered.
Yes. Now look at what that does. Suddenly, you have hundreds of thousands of men and young women. There are women who deliver goods as well on their motorbikes.
Yes.
Look at the employment that leadership has created. Hundreds of thousands who have been employed because he said, let me open up this space and invest my talent and Ghana's energy into digitalization. Without that, you can't order online if there's no digital platform.
No.
It isn't there. So, or at to go, the consequences of him championing this new era, the fourth industrial revolution, has given hundreds of thousands of people more jobs. Secondly, those restaurateurs, those chop bars, can tell you that prior to MPP championing, Dr. Mohammed Salisu championing this digital space, what was their revenue in terms of sales? They were confined to where they were. In business, they always tell you the most important thing is location. If you're selling your buffruit or your wache or your, asana, your tozafi in some corner, your clientele is the corner.
Just there.
But now, if I'm in Teshi, Lejokuku, where I'm from, or I'm in Osu, you are in Nima. I can order from East Legon some buffruit that I've never seen, some wache seller I don't know. But the online reviews are saying this is the best wache or tozafi in Accra. I'm in East Legon. Now I'm a customer of yours. So suddenly, chop bar owners can tell you that Dr. Mohammed Salisu has opened up revenue for them. And the chain effect is there. Those 100,000 motorbike riders, now you find that the fitafonyo, as we call them, the mechanics have more jobs. I mean, I'm just giving one area for us to understand the impact that Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Salisu is having. He is a consequential leader. He's a generational thinker that Ghanaians, God willing, we're praying that on the 31st of January 2026, MPP delegates will look to the future and they'll find Dr. Mohammed Salisu's vision there. Join him in that journey. Vote for him. He becomes our flag bearer. God willing, in 2028, he will win, inshallah, the presidency of Ghana. So that is my introduction there. I think now you know where I stand.
I don't know. I think all of us and Ghanaians are now know where you stand. it means that you are the right person to discuss Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia today.
Yes, sir.
Because of your relationship with him.
Yeah.
We see him from afar, even though we admire him, we like him, we want to become the president. But you can speak properly about this man called Mahmoud Bawumia. I know that he's still on, on his campaign tour. But I don't know exactly where he is. Maybe you will know exactly in which region. I know the last time we discussed it, we know he's in the eastern region. But I don't know whether he's still there or he has left there. So far, you have studied his campaigning and the kind of things he says. I mean, before last year when he was campaigning, the messages he sent out through. But now he's looking for we are doing internal politics in MPP. Whether you have certain issues that you want to raise that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been raising in his campaigning regarding why he thinks that MPP delegates should retain him. And in your view, do you think that MPP delegates should retain Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and why?
I'm confident, inshallah, that MPP delegates will retain him. And I say this on a few reasons. His personality, politics is about competition. So definitely, even internally, people will say, will knock knees. Shibwantia, for those listening who are not familiar with the guys, will knock knees. It's like a tackle in football.
Yes.
Good. And so we can accommodate that. Why would delegates though retain him? Well, not only retain, they will add to his candidacy, I believe, in terms of the volume of the numbers. Because he's shown leadership. He has shown loyalty. He's shown compassion. He's exhibited vision. And he has shown decisiveness and statesmanship. These are all qualities that not only the delegates, but they're the ones who have the vote on the 31st.
Yes.
But the party-wide and nationwide look to. You want a leader who will carry you to a destination where you will find prosperity, where your God-given talents will find a space to breathe, because there's a right leadership, incorruptible, humility. You want a leader that is accessible and approachable. You know that I can get to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I'm talking as a citizen of Ghana. And we've seen how he is across board. He is somebody who is inclusive. We've seen how he has been so critical within that religious space as a Muslim vice president, or as a candidate then before. He's shown that it's not religion that divides us, but it's a religion that brings us together. We are all of the Abrahamic faiths. Muslims, Jews, and Christians. We share one prophet. Of course, one God, but all from Prophet Abraham. Ibrahim in the Quran, Abraham in the Torah. And he has exhibited the leadership that those moral leaders, and the prophets are our moral leaders, have exhibited. No discrimination. He has made sure from the time that he was a candidate in 2008, he's a Ghanaian first and a Muslim second. In the political space, I want to say that. He's a Ghanaian first and a Muslim second. And what does a Ghanaian do? A Ghanaian makes sure that you encompass everybody and you speak for everybody and you work for everybody. No regionality, no tribalism, no discrimination whatsoever. And I say this somebody who has, lived chicken close to him. We would talk till 2 a.m. in the morning. I remember some time ago, we were in a part of the north at the time. It was around 2 a.m. And he was saying that, Ibrahim, we have to rework how we do our transportation. We'll open the economy. We were talking about high-speed rails.
Yes.
And he's saying that at the time, yes, Ghana doesn't have enough money. But that should not prevent us from having the vision.
Thinking.
That's what you want from a leader. A leader who says that it is possible.
Yes.
To change our mindset.
Yes.
It is a possibility of what we can do, not what we cannot do. Who doesn't want such a leader? Somebody will say, I don't have enough money for my child to go to university. I want a leader who will say, let's find a way to make sure a child goes to university. Somebody will say, our roads are like this. It will be like this. It was like this from my grandparents' time. It will be like this forever. Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Salisu say, let's work together to build those roads and make sure that we can create those environments and those opportunities that you see outside of Ghana. Let's bring the achievement we see outside of Ghana. Let's bring it here. Why can't we do it? From somebody who went to Saka Primary School, barefooted, to then go to, what do you call it, university abroad. You can get your PhD, Simon Fraser, Lincoln College, Oxford. Look where he was and where he got to. Inshallah, where he's going more. He is the living example of possibility. And he has not been, how do you say, greedy. Adufude. Adufude person, a greedy person, will get there, but won't show you how he got there. Or maybe selfish. Maybe what I'm looking for.
Selfish.
Dr. Muhammad said, this is how I traveled. Everybody. Everybody can travel here. And he's been so open to saying, these are the breadcrumbs. I did this, and I got there. Not that he got it easy.
No.
But it's just showing you, if he, from Saka Primary School, running barefooted, those who know him, call him Boblas. His nickname, we are close to him. Yeah, Boblas. As his nickname as a child.
Yes.
But God blessed him and gave him the challenges of life and say, try and make it out of here. I will give you all the tools if you will only remember me and remember your community. And that was he's done his whole life. He has never forgotten where he came from. And from there, going through university, Canada, the PhDs, becoming deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana, and helping to create the economic resurgence that we have seen in Ghana. He is critical. He is the nucleus of what we are enjoying today.
Yes.
And he has made sure that he's carried the community of Ghana along on that journey. And he's saying, look, you can achieve so much more. And I think these are the things that the delegates will look for. That they have a leader who will not only show them the way, but it will help them get there. And what is the way? Having that personal economic ambition. We all have it as Ghanaians. You want to be somewhere economically, socially, and you want your children to also be there. And he's saying, let's work together to create it. And delegates will look at that and say, this man can deliver. You want somebody who's electable. We can all like him in the NPP. But what if the wider society don't? And as delegates are mature, and I have every confidence in them, Alam, that they will look for a leader who is not only appealing to we, the NPP, but is appealing to the national electorate. And we have to be mature in that thinking. I want to sell, using the same analogy, wache.
Well, yes.
And my mom knows that Ibrahim likes his wache this way. But does the community like the wache the way I like it? No. You want to sell wache in a way in which everybody in the mass will enjoy. And so as delegates, we have to choose a leader that is not only likable for the NPP, but also transcends, is somebody who, those who are not within the core NPP will say, this is the leader I want to represent me. And you'll find that the majority of Ghanaians, given that this is an NPP race, will tell you that he stands head and shoulders, not to denigrate anybody. But Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Salisu stands head and shoulders, and delegates will say this, and the nation will say this, that this is a man that we want as our leader. Should you choose him? You will hear our colleagues on the other side. I'm talking NDC.
Yes.
They will tell you, when you remove the politicking that they do, and it's normal, in politics, we tackle each other. You can have two brothers in a football team. One Asante Kotoko, the other Hearts of Oak. Or King Faisal. When they meet,
it's war.
It's war. So when we meet politically, our opponents in NDC say, oh, Baumia this, Baumia that. And yes, sure, we don't mind. We don't mind them. When we are sitting in the chop bar, talking our community, the same NDC brother or sister will say, Ibrahim, your guy is good. Oh.
Yes.
And they'll tell you.
Oh, they'll tell you.
They should call in if they think I'm lying.
Oh,
they will tell you, Ibrahim, this NDC, your guy is good.
Your guy is good.
Humility and the vision and the passion.
Yes.
That's NDC talking.
Yes.
So when you hear this kind of talk, our delegates also have to do the needful and say, this is somebody that appeals to me. It also appeals to our colleagues on the other side.
Yes.
And it's for these reasons, because you were asking me earlier, Marlon.
Yes.
Why do I think they'll retain him? They'll retain him because he has a vision, a passion, a compassion, and a determined spirit to lead Ghana and make sure that Ghana and Ghanaians achieve their aspirations. And you can only do that if you have the leader who's willing to show you the way and take you there. That is the vision of Dr. Mohammed Salisu.
You are listening to us from New World Studios in Nima. You are listening to Honorable from New World Studios in Nima. We are discussing MPP and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Honorable.
Yes, sir.
I think that you are making the program very interesting. The kind of issues you are raising about Dr. Mahmoud, it also tells us that you actually know him and you actually work with him and you are speaking as first-hand information, somebody who has a lot of personal relationship with him. What about those who think that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is an outsider, is more or less a stranger in MPP, and that he doesn't deserve to come at that level of positioning, holding himself out as a leader of MPP or a flag bearer, or even to attempt to become one?
For those who say that, for those who say that, I think they are strangers to the party.
Okay.
Yes, because the party from the very beginning has been one of inclusivity and making sure that those who add value are celebrated. I mentioned to you that even before Ghana got to know him in 2008, behind the scenes he's working with and for the party. It was it was President Akuffo who saw him at a conference in London.
Yes.
A Cocoa conference.
Yes.
You recall?
Yeah, I really heard. I actually listened to former president recounting how he met Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in London, and then he did a presentation. Said, "Wow, this young man."
So before the limelight, he was shining a light on how Ghana can succeed through the MPP tradition already. I also want to add this for those who say he's a stranger. One is been adding value before the limelight, which shows you that he's there. Somebody who supports without needing to be recognized is a loyal party member. Secondly, when it became in the limelight, I'm talking 2008.
Yes.
Of those who are calling him a stranger now, where were they in 2008? In terms of adding, where were they?
Where were they? This question.
Where were you?
This question must be asked and asked.
Tell us. Tell us what you did in 2008. Tell us what you did in 2008. So we can compare track records of your visibility. And thankfully today the internet is there.
It's there.
If you tell me your name, I'll Google you 2008 and see what you did compared to what Dr. Mohammed Bawumia did in that space.
So what you are saying is, we are saying that this claim or assertion that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is an outsider of the MPP party, and that he doesn't deserve to become a leader or be re-elected or be given another chance, even if he's given the first chance and perhaps maybe Ghanaians decided that they are not going to give him the presidency and he's returning. MPP delegates shouldn't look at him at all. You are saying that kind of assertion cannot stand.
It can't stand. And it is based on a selfish attitude towards politics. Totally, because look at the sacrifices that Dr. Mohammed Bawumia has given this country. Remember 2012, the election petition?
I did. I remember it. You and I.
Yes. He was the one representing us.
The whole party.
The whole party.
When everybody is shining away from coming to enter the dock in the court, to sit there and for lawyers like Chatuchi Katas and others to be cross-examining and wanting to confuse you. to implicate yourself.
Yes.
And yet this man stood out.
Yeah.
He displayed his brilliance. That is why I actually got Dr. Bami. I said, wow, this man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And within that dock, Malam, when he was in that dock,
yes,
he was the personification of our defense. He was defending our rights to have the election rerun. Because we saw so many anomalies and illegalities within the 2012 elections. We had a constituency called Finger of God. It doesn't exist. But under the NDC, they created it. And there's no electoral roll, no voters in that polling station. It's a polling station.
Yes, it's a polling station.
Called Finger of God.
Yes.
Something that they had created in their mind. Farijan should come and answer some questions. He was the EC commissioner at the time.
He came and he was talking of classical definition and what definition.
I mean, a polling station that does not exist.
At all.
Return votes.
Wow.
And
in Ghana, we went through all these things.
Yes.
And Dr. Mahmoud Bame will have to figure out all these things and brought a lot of political reforms.
Yes.
Today that all of us are enjoying it.
Yes.
I think that there's no better person to speak about Dr.
If he was,
like I said, you are listening to us on New World TV, Honorable Alhaji Ibrahim Adjei is here with us. He has a lot of insight. He's one of MPP elders. So far, he has also served this party very well. And so he's an authority in this party. And we respect him as such. We give him that kind of due regards and recognition so that he can actually speak authentically and we can take it from him. Mm-hmm. That yes, our own is speaking. And is fair in his presentation, the way he's presenting his issues. He's not attacking anybody. And I can see Dr. Mahmoud Bame's character in you too, because he said we shouldn't attack anybody, but we should assert our ideas and make them, everybody should know exactly where we stand. And I think that I like that.
Yeah.
Unless if you still have something to say about Doctor. But do you know exactly where Doctor is now? Where his campaign?
He was in the Eastern region. I thought he was supposed to come to Accra briefly.
Okay.
On Monday, as in yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, yesterday.
Okay.
But the information I have, he has not yet arrived.
Okay.
Just for a brief period. Then on the 11th of December this month, today is the 2nd. It will be in Lejakuku. It will be in Krowo.
Oh, in the Great Accra.
This is on the 11th.
Okay, that's your area.
That's my area.
So you are preparing the grounds.
Sure, definitely so. And he's doing so well in Lejakuku.
Okay.
Within Lejakuku, you'll find that the majority of delegates, then it'll be borne out in the elections. You'll see it across country. But again, I can speak to what I know.
Okay.
In the engagements that we've had with the delegates, across the 19.
And for us, when we come here, what we tell the delegates is that, you see, the gap between who wins and who follows should be very wide, that Ghanaians, general electorate will see that our MPP, they have decided this way. So that we should give that kind of boost.
Yeah.
80%. At least 70-80%.
Inshallah, I'm confident that we'll get it. Because linking to your other message, Ghanaians know Dr. Mohammed Salisu very, very well. And importantly, the MPP as a party as a whole, he has become familiar with their spirit and their heart.
Yes.
As strange as somebody you don't know.
Yes.
In terms of what they're saying.
Yes.
But look at the fact that in the 2012 elections, even going back to 2008, we increased our share of the vote enormous. Remember 2008, we lost by 19,000 votes at the Tain constituency. But through the candidacy of Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, we changed the north into a stronghold. In 2000, 92, 96, 2000, even 2004, the NDC had two major World Banks.
Two major
World Banks. Volta region and Northern region. The then Northern region.
Yes.
When they were going to call Northern region, you shake. The way we shake when they call Volta region. Now, when Dr. Mohammed Bamia came in, it was rather the NDC who started to shake.
To shake.
And it was borne out.
Yes.
Upper West.
Yeah,
we won 5 out of the 9.
Out of 9.
Northern region,
Yeah.
we were toe-to-toe. We had one more constituency than them.
Yes.
Upper East, the
Upper
same.
East, the same.
He changed the dynamics.
The dynamics.
So who is the stranger?
But if you look at the vote, around Wale area, those was the stronghold of NDC.
Yeah.
MPP couldn't penetrate, but now most of the seats there.
Now we are toe-to-toe.
Yes.
That is Alhaji Dr. Mohammed.
Yeah, he has actually changed issues, political,
totally. That stranger tag, I say, and thankfully they're in the minority.
Yeah, okay.
In my time with Dr. Mohammed Bamia, he would say to me, Brian, when you're going for a job, tell your prospective or future employer what you can do. Who goes to a job and say, Massa, don't employ that person because ABC. Who does that? You won't get the job.
You won't get the job. Nobody will listen.
Yeah, you go to a job and you start insulting the people you see in the waiting room, also coming for interview. Nobody will employ you. Speak for yourself. And that's what Dr. Mohammed Bamia has taught all of us.
Yes.
Sell yourself. Project your candidate.
Yeah.
Project what we can do. And don't talk about anybody else.
At all.
And it's that maturity that delegates are seeing. You've seen that there's been a shift from those who voted for other candidates coming to Dr. Mohammed Bamia now.
Coming to join.
And these are genuine polls. Nothing to do with us at all. But they're seeing the vision. When you insult, there's no currency.
No.
And also, if you noticed, our camp does not retaliate.
No.
Have you noticed?
I've noticed.
We don't retaliate.
That our camp is very calm.
Yeah.
And focus on issues.
We are seeing the bigger picture.
Yes.
Come 31st January, or let's say 1st of February.
Yes.
Our job is now to bring everybody together. A leader sees not today, but the time ahead of him. And that's what Dr. Mohammed Bamia is saying.
But do you think that it will be politically prudent to say that, well, now if you look at the polls and the way the polls are coming, it is clear that one candidate is bound to emerge victorious. Maybe he will go to win with a very wide margin. I'm a delegate. And I also speak to delegates in my constituency, and I can see that NPP delegates are very wise when it comes to political psychology.
Delegates are.
Yes, and so you talked about bringing everybody together. Yeah. You think that this process should be part of Bamia's campaigning, for example, beginning to concentrate people. Look, after election, we have to come together. Do you think there should be a message like that?
Yes, and that message is out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That message is out.
Already?
Oh,
okay.
Because Dr. Mohammed Bamia knows and respects the party base and the delegates.
Yes.
And delegates, when we remove all the politics, we want to make sure that we gain power to help shape Ghana in a profitable, meaningful, and impactful way.
Yes.
I believe that's why the majority of us are in politics, to add value to our communities. And delegates want that as well.
Yes.
And in recognizing that Doctor embodies that personality of unification, a unifier, somebody who does compassionate politics and opens opportunities and makes sure that it is possible for you to achieve more than you dreamed of. This is what will guide the minds of delegates. And so I'm confident, inshallah, that the gap will indeed be substantial and be significant and will be a strong mandate that will lead to the unifying of the party to be a lot more fluid, a lot more easier, and a lot more meaningful. And we've done that. We've shown that. Those in other camps will say that, as for Doctor, he has not insulted. He has not retaliated. Yeah. And there's a leader doesn't do that.
Yes.
And delegates, the length and breadth of this country, Malam, recognize that about him. Because those who have cast insults, I don't see any way in which they can really pull the party back together.
Yes.
But those who have been insulted and have kept their silence, if I can put it that way, and said, it's politics. People will insult. It's normal. A leader can see what is ahead and doesn't react in the moment. And he is an anchor for the party and for the nation. And that's what you do. And God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will test you.
Yes,
no, he will test you.
Yes, definitely.
This is, the test is there. The test is there. Yes, because when he wants to build you, he will make sure that you're fortified.
Yes.
And we recognize that.
Yeah.
And I can say this to delegates. We are just 2-3 years away from the election.
Yes.
As of now.
Yes.
Today's December 2nd.
Today's December 2nd.
We believe we have time, but we don't have time.
No time.
There's no time. And it will come quickly. And once we come together, the facts are there. Look, in 2024, the majority of MPP, 2.1 million of us, did not vote.
That's amazing.
We didn't vote.
That's interesting.
Yes, it's part of politics because people felt that they were not benefiting from the party.
Well, but how?
But it happens. Human beings. The same with NDC in 2016.
16 years. Yes.
We shouldn't somehow think we are different. We're all Ghanaians, and if you want to feel rewarded, recognize, and that's what Doctor has done.
Yes.
He's recognized that politics is a stakeholder enterprise.
Yes.
I'm contributing. Yes. Let me be part. Yes. That's why he said 1 constituency, 10 appointments.
Yes.
He's saying that.
Yes. Since you are there, let's continue.
1
constituency,
10 appointments.
10 appointment per constituency.
Yes.
I think the last time I encountered Doctor, I think he invited imams, and I was privileged to be part of the imams who attended. And I think one of the points he was making is the disparity between the party and government.
Yes.
If the party if the party somehow is a party that is forming government, then this disparity of government not being able to have this, direct impact on the constituency executive, or let's say grassroots of MPP. He being part of government, and one of the things he has observed is that there's a mislink. And then he's
going disconnect.
Disconnect. So he's going to establish a connection between constituencies and government. Yeah. And what this connection will come from the 10 appointments is going to be requested from each constituency.
Correct.
I don't know, maybe you may have some light to throw.
Yeah, I want to throw some additional light on that.
Yes.
Politics is local.
Okay.
All politics is local.
Yes.
What I want in Lejokuku, maybe you don't want here in Nima.
It's true.
But we're on the same party.
Yes.
Because I know the challenges and opportunities in my area.
Yeah.
And so if we as architects of victory at the local level being polling station, we have executives there. And then you have the constituency in the region.
Yes.
How is it I can create the political maneuvering, engineering, which takes skill to win victory in my polling station or my constituency. Yes. And then when we come to power, you don't need me. Meanwhile, I was the architect. It's like having a mason and a plumber and an architect. They build your house and you say, thank you, but you can't live in my house. I won't even give you room, Paul.
We just go.
We just build the house for you.
And then
now you don't want that. We can't step inside.
You are not welcoming me.
Meanwhile, we have the intellect, the knowledge, the local resources, because the house was built with the local materials in where you are living. And I'm from that area.
Yes.
So now we built you this beautiful edifice. Me, the electrician, the plumber, the architect, the quantity surveyor, the roofer, the tiler, everybody, the interior designer. We are all local. We built you the house. Now you are in Jubilee House. You say
we shouldn't come here.
Dr. Baumia said no. How? He said, how can this be?
It shouldn't be like that.
So since you are strong political leaders with the knowledge, vision, and the passion and the intellect to create and secure victory, then we have to give you appointments so that you can further develop those skills in the locality or your constituency and add value not just to yourselves but to Ghana. That is the vision of a man who's saying that the people who build the house, they have to be stakeholders.
Okay.
And this has gone down so well with party for or delegates,
Yes,
saying that
yes,
this
yes.
is a leader who has recognized that my efforts can be better employed to add value to my constituency.
Yes.
And that's why I say I'm confident. Delegates will say that now I'm being recognized, that I too can be a leader. I told you, when from Sakasaka Primary School to Simon Fraser to Lincoln College, Dr. Bamiya said, this is how I made it. So you two also come inside, shape your constituency, be leaders, productive leaders that will benefit not just the party, but the constituency. Because you know, all of us. This is a vision of a man who not only is inclusive, but he's making sure that the distribution of power is equitable. Not only making sure that you have access to power and the opportunities are there, but the possibilities are boundless. When we know that within our community, our constituency, we have 10 leaders that we will elect. Look at that.
Yes.
We will elect. They'll be accountable to us.
Yes.
Isn't that the beauty of democracy?
It is. It is the beauty of democracy.
And that's Dr. Bamiya as being the consummate architect, reshaping our political landscape, making us stakeholders. Because other aspirants across board, and again, I'm not denigrating, they want your thumb, your kokromoti.
Yes.
After they get it, they don't know you. Doctor said, no way. That cannot be under Dr. Mohammed Bamiya's leadership and his presidency. Your kokromoti ogonti got us there. We want to make sure, that's Dr. Mohammed Bamiya, that your skills are also at the heart of politics within your constituency, within your region, within Ghana. That is the candidacy of Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Bamiya. You have a leader who wants to take us there with him. Give us power to add value to our communities. These are the reasons why party members and delegates because remember, you don't have to be a delegate to lend your support.
No.
You have party members who are doing the campaigning. And when you go on the platforms, the WhatsApp platforms across board, I'm on a lot of them in all the regions.
I am also, yes.
Look at the conversations.
That is,
I can be here doing propaganda, lying, astaghfirullah. But if you get on all the platforms and you see the conversations, that will tell you that people are saying, Doctor has to come back.
Yes, he has to come back.
And I'm speaking as a Muslim, as somebody who's observing platforms across the regions. I'm on Volta region, I'm in Ashanti region, I'm in Greater Accra, of course, I'm in Central region, the different platforms.
Yes.
And now I'm also in some of the NDC ones.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Politicians, you have to be where they don't want you.
Okay.
Yes. We have friends who you say, Charlie, add me. Different number. You get me?
Yes.
And then we're reading that. They do it to us. You think NDC are not watching our platform? They're there. Which is the beauty of Ghana.
They're taking information.
Of course. And it's allowed.
It's allowed.
Because when they come, they'll hear the good things and they'll come back to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, then I understand.
We can't wait for 2028 to start campaigning.
No.
We campaign every day.
Every day.
Do you know how you win 2028?
No.
You win it in 2025, 2026, 2027, then 2028.
Oh, okay.
You don't win an election in the election year.
Oh, okay.
You win it
in advance.
In advance.
Okay. Then it is that the election of our presidential candidate in advance is reasonable.
Yes.
It's reasonable.
Nobody wins an election in election year. You win it up to the election date.
And then our elders who actually took this, decision to make us elect our flag bearer early.
Wise decision.
It was a wise decision.
And
that is why opposition was, why do you do that?
Yeah.
And they knew that it was a wise decision.
Meanwhile, the NDC did the same. In opposition, John Mahama had more than 18 months to campaign. When they did the election.
Yes.
More than 18 months to campaign. More than.
Yes.
It's a wise decision.
It's a wise decision.
And it's a decision that is saying, we value you, the delegates.
Yes.
You come and choose who should lead us to victory.
So now, Honor, I want you to make an assessment.
Yes, sir.
Ghana today, you take president out.
Yeah.
Take current president out of the equation, because for him, we are not going to waste our time to discuss him unless if it has something to do with policies that is in their budget. And if it doesn't go well, we can discuss that. But if you look at Ghana today, with the exception of the president, who will you say is a very popular politician in Ghana today?
Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Bamia. I say that, you see, I didn't hesitate.
Yes.
And I say that sincerely.
Okay.
He is so consequential. He has done and is doing things that have positive impact across generations.
Okay.
Across industries. Across where we intersect with society. You know, when you got up today, I'm talking generally to Ghanaians now.
Yes.
Maybe you got on a trotro, you got on an Uber, you got on your motorbike,
Yes.
Kada.
Yes.
You have interacted with somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe you went to pay your light bill.
Yeah.
You've interacted with somebody. You're talking on your phone to do something. You've interacted with a person of society. Maybe you've gone to the port to either claim your container or clear your container. Sorry. You get me? Maybe you want to pay a water bill, a light bill. Maybe your child wants to go to school. You don't have enough money. But now there's a space has been created where your child is going to school, eating free. Those who are boarding free. Those who are now being able to access the internet because of the one child, one laptop policy.
Yes.
You know, I'm giving you just a snippet of where his vision, his leadership has now impacted your life. Your child is going to school. Alhamdulillah. Thank God for Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Bamia.
Yes.
You are able to now sit at home and maybe make sure that everything is in order in terms of your utilities. It's there. Gone are the days when you will queue the whole afternoon just to pay water bill. Remember Fridays, end of the month.
Yes.
Just to take your salary out. For those who are young, they may not know.
They will not know.
You will spend 4 or 5 hours in the bank on payday.
Yes. Waiting
to get your salary out. How unproductive is that? So the whole nation, God gives us maybe 24 hours in the day, of which maybe we use 12 hours productively. When it comes to payday, that day, the whole nation doesn't work for 5 hours.
At all.
Because we're all queuing in the bank. I mean, the consequences, the impact that has permeated our lives in this digital space, this economic space, and this social space of our aspirations. You'll find doctors' footprints everywhere. At some point, someone will say, I'm doing this, and then you can link it to Dr. Mohammed Bamia.
Yes.
Like I was saying, if today you are driving a delivery person, either for Uber, Yango, what's the other one? Bolt. Know that job there is because of this man's vision.
He created it.
Yes. If we see Ghana revenue at the ports increasing, because now transparency, you can clear your container within 7 days. No need for Goro boys to come and tax you. You can pay directly. It's there. It's transparent. You take your container. When you take it, because you haven't paid all these additional illegal fees from the Goro boys at Tema Port, you can keep your prices low. Sell them competitively. And now our market women are enjoying prices at affordable rates because Dr. Mohammed Bamia put transparency there. Shone a light. So maybe you find that your tinapa, your whatever you've bought from the ports is at a stable level. Thank Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Bamia. Because he made that place transparent. Because when the Goro boys tax you, the importer, you tax us.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
You pass the cost
on us.
So look at that. I'm just trying to give some small example that God gave us Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Bamia to impact our lives in a meaningful way that will see our children, God willing, inshallah, also surpass us. And every parent, anybody who has a responsibility for a child or a ward, as we call them, their heartfelt ambitions that this child should succeed more than me. That should be the case. My children should succeed more than me.
Oh, yes.
And their children should succeed more than them. That is the hallmark of a leader or a good parent. And that is Dr. Mohammed Bamia. He wants Ghana to succeed more than him. That's why we have to give him the vote.
Thank you very much. There's an issue we have to deal with before we go off air. Doctor, when he was campaigning for 2024, elections.
Yes.
I heard him say that he was going to build model secondary schools across the 16 regions. So if you dovetail that into the problems in our secondary schools where Muslim students, either they are told to not to fast or not to pray. You understand? How are you going to look at if a question is put to you now as a politician following Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? If a question is put to you, how do we solve this problem of a Muslim student who goes to a secondary school? And we are told that this secondary school is
a mission school.
It's a mission school, and that they have their rules. And that you, as a Muslim, you are not going to be allowed either to perform 5 daily prayer or to do Ramadan or any Muslim activities. How are we going to solve this problem? If you look at that vis-a-vis what Dr. Mahmoud is suggesting politically, that he's going to put at least 16 model secondary schools in all the regions. This will be our final, your final comment.
Sure. I mean, the intervention that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is creating, the model schools, are devoid of any religion aspect. He wants to create captains of industry to give our young men and women the same tools that they have in the advanced countries. I'm talking, it's a model school. So you're having coding there. You're having all the latest facilities, smart screen, whiteboards which are internet connected. So it's like having a big laptop on the screen. That the laptop now is the whiteboard.
Yes.
Again, within the science labs, the robotics labs, the chemistry and physics labs, Ghana would look no different to any other secondary school, maybe let's say Silicon Valley in California. You get me?
Yes.
That's the vision, and it'll come to pass, God willing.
Inshallah.
It'll come to pass. So the model schools it's an intervention just to uplift Ghanaian students as a whole, with no political or religious dimension to it. But now to answer your question on the mission schools. We've had this discussion for the last 20 years, not the first time.
Yes.
For those who think of the first time, we've had it many times. I've been coming on TV, campaigning for the party since 2003.
Yes.
It's now 23 years. Every year or so, we have this discussion. It's nothing new. What we have to do as a community, as Ghanaians, when I say community, I mean Ghanaians, is to speak to some of the leadership of these schools. And ask them a simple question. Was Isa alayhi salam, as Jesus Christ, was he inclusive or exclusive?
Exclusive.
He was inclusive. It's a whole prophecy, because they had this issue, I'm talking Christendom now, as Jews and Gentiles. Jews and Gentiles. Gentiles is somebody who's non-Jew. A Gentile is a non-Jew.
Like a Palestinian.
No, you can be a Palestinian and a Jew.
Oh, okay.
You can. There are a few.
Okay.
But I get your point. The majority are Christians now.
Yes.
Or they were Arabs before.
Yes.
Not necessarily having, because of course, Islam came 632 years after Isa alayhi salam. Allah took him up. Okay. But I'm just saying that what would Jesus do to the leadership in this scenario? Somebody who was there for humanity. I'm talking Isa alayhi salam, Jesus Christ. There for humanity. He didn't come for the Jews, but for the Gentiles, because God is one. And it was the Levites. These are the Jewish priests who were against him. He said, how are you bringing Gentiles into our fold? That was a whole, let's say, issue that the Levites, the Jewish priests or theocracy had with Isa alayhi salam, Jesus Christ. How dare you, they're saying, bring these Gentiles into our space.
Wow.
And Jesus said, no. We're all from the same God. So look at the attitude of Jesus Christ. When posed with the same question from the Jewish priesthood, the Levites, the same people who betrayed him. And when Pontius Pilate was asked, who should we save? They said, save the armed robber. Barabbas
Barnabas.
and kill,
Barnabas.
Barnabas
Yes.
and kill Isa alayhi salam.
Wow.
Look at the Jews saying that at the time.
Yes.
They would rather kill their own. Because, why? He said, I'm for everybody.
Wow.
So, to the mission schools, the religious leaders, you are doing what the Jewish priests did to Jesus Christ. Because of inclusivity, they want exclusivity. So we just have to talk to them and say, look, we are all worshipping the same God.
Same God.
The God of Isa alayhi salam, for us is a prophet, as you know, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How did he greet people? He spoke Aramaic. He said, Shalom Aleik. Shalom Aleik. He's Aramaic.
Yes, he's Aramaic.
He's Aramaic.
A language close to Arabic.
Yes.
Arabic.
When, per what is captured in John, the Gospel,
Yes.
the last words of Jesus Christ, per Christian tradition, is Ilah, Ilah, Usabakanaf. Ilah, my God. Ilah, my God. Usabakanaf. Why have you forsaken me? Ilah in the tongue is Allah.
Allah.
He speaks the language because Ibrahim alayhi salam, the prophet that I'm named after, Abraham in the Bible, 2 wives, Sarah and Hagar. Okay?
Yes.
The Jew and the Arab
Arab.
are cousins.
Yes.
In fact, half siblings.
Half siblings.
Because you have Ishmael,
Yes.
being born to Hagar,
Hagar.
and Isaac, Ishaq, being born to Sarah. They share the same father.
Yes. The same.
So the tongue is the same.
Yes.
Ilah Allah. Nur. Nur. What is Nur? Light.
Light.
In Hebrew is Nir.
You see?
I mean, the Jewish script, they write from right to left.
Yes.
How do Arabs write? The Arabic, right to left. The names are the same. The prophets are the same. Musa is Moses. Isa is Jesus. Dawood is David. Suleiman is Solomon. Okay? You have Job. Yahya is John the Baptist.
Yes.
It is there. So for the mission school heads, Jesus was inclusive. We are sharing and worshiping the same God.
So you are saying that we should tell them that they should be inclusive. They should be tolerant.
Yes.
They should allow freedom
of worship.
It won't take anything.
It won't take anything
from them.
Yes. When you go to the airport, every airport around the world, there's a space for you to pray as a Christian, a Muslim, a Jew, a Buddhist, those who worship Shinto and the Japanese.
Yes.
In every major airport, we know that people want to seek God's blessings as they travel. And so everywhere, then we share the same space.
Yes. I learned that recently in Vatican.
Yes.
In Vatican, I think the current Pope has made some space for Muslims to even pray in the...
Yes. So that inclusivity, that is Christianity for the mission heads.
Yes.
That is Christianity. Bringing people together. And the majority of our brothers and sisters in Christendom here in Ghana are with Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia in that space of inclusivity.
Yeah.
I don't want to use a few examples to make a we and they example. The majority of Christians are against some of these mission heads and their kind of apartheid that they want to create.
Yes.
You know, when you're praying, it does not affect the school in any way, shape, or form. A small space.
It does not also affect your faith.
Christians fast.
They fast.
Christians fast. During Lent, Christians are meant to fast 40 days. Yes. More than us, Paul. More than us. We fast 30, 31 days. Also, 29, 30 days. Yes. Christians are meant to, obligatory, fast for 40 days during Lent. And then that's why you have Pancake Day.
Yes.
Pancake is when they take all, because when you fast, you remove everything. So the flour that would go to waste because you're not going to use it, and the eggs, then you quickly beat it. You make it, so you have Pancake Day. It's part of Lent. Because you have to clear your pantry.
Okay.
So are you telling us that Christians too should not fast for 40 days? I'm talking to the mission heads. That cannot be so.
So they should allow.
They should allow.
So what message are you going to give us as a Muslim? What will be our responsibility? Do you have to build our own secondary schools? Well,
no, it's not about building our own. You can build our own, sure. I'm not saying nobody should. I'm not saying Christians shouldn't build their own, Muslims shouldn't build their own, and so on. You can build your own, and we have them. We have them. You have Islamic universities where Christians attend.
Oh yeah, oh yes.
You have Central Valley View University.
Yes. Where
Pastor
Muslims-
Otterbill.
Yes.
Yes, it is Christian in its ethos,
Yes.
but Muslims attend and are undergraduates there.
Yes.
So everybody can build, allow, because the Constitution doesn't allow for discrimination.
Yes.
Yes, everybody operates under the Constitution of Ghana. So you cannot say, I am a Christian or Muslim school, and therefore you cannot come. You can come, partake if you will, but we'll give you the space to also practice your education. Because you're there primarily to study secular subjects. Okay, but have a moral environment in which we will help shape you as a Muslim or a Christian. That is allowed.
Yes.
When I was going to school, and I'll end quick, I know the time is far beating us.
Yes.
We used to have what they call assembly.
Assembly, yes.
Assembly.
Yes.
Now, assembly is a form of religious worship.
Yes. You stand there, yes.
I'm giving you the time now. I'm in London. I'm 5 years old.
Wow.
There was a young man called Loknath Sabah. Okay. He was Muslim. Loknath Sabah. I think it's Muslim, either Muslim or Hindu.
Okay.
When we had assembly, because it was a Christian assembly, he waited outside the assembly hall. And when we finished the Lord's Prayer, he would then enter. I mean, this is 1975 in London. So why is it that we here in Ghana, some of us, let's understand they're in the minority, want to do this exclusivity thing? We are Christian. You praying to the same God of Abraham is not good. You fasting in the same way that the prophets fasted, and we are fasting to gain the favor of the same God of Jesus, the same God of Moses. Why should that should rather encourage you? These few mission heads that these kids are moral upright. So that is my mission. That is my message on that particular one there, Marlon. I know we talked a lot about it, but going back to Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Bamiyem, I mentioned in the beginning, this is a leader who has shown that he is first and foremost a Ghanaian before Muslim. I mentioned that. Am I right?
He did.
Because of his inclusivity. We've seen him with churches. You know what he's done at the leprosarium.
Yes.
You know,
I think at every celebration of his birthday, he spends it with Father Campbell.
That's it. Isn't that the beauty? Isn't that the beauty of somebody who worships God?
Yes, it is.
That you are part of humanity and you express humanity.
Yes. I love Father Campbell helped him to build a particular mosque at a particular leprosarium.
Yes. You're right. That you're right.
Yes.
That is the beauty of Ghana. Why do people across the continent and across the world celebrate Ghana?
Yeah.
Because of where we are. I remember seeing Chairman Sabonsu, you know, a Christian.
Yes.
Our senior father in politics. How was he dressed all the time?
All the time he's in the Muslim, you know.
Yes. If you came from outside Ghana, you saw him, you say Assalamu alaikum. And you say wa alaikum salam back to you. Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
We see here Jacob, bless him.
Jacob
Takbir.
Yes.
A Christian.
All the time.
Islam and Christianity.
He actually introduced this Takbir in politics.
Christians and Muslims. The Quran tells us that the people of the book, this is Surah Baqarah, the closest to you and the people of the book is Jews, Christians, and Muslims. The Quran tells we, the Muslims, the people who are closest to you are those who call themselves Christians.
Christians, yes.
I want the few missionaries to understand that we are your brothers and sisters in faith.
So embrace us. Allow us to worship as you are also worshiping freely.
And the majority of pupils in these mission schools are so welcoming. They don't have any issue.
They don't even discriminate.
They don't discriminate.
At all.
Look how we are in our zongos.
Yes,
you know, when Eid comes, we share with our Christians. Christmas is coming. We'll go and break bread and chicken with them. That's why we are celebrated across the world. And so to the mission schools, please do what Jesus would. Be inclusive in your attitude towards having Muslim students also learning and being part of the moral fiber
of this country. My brother, I think I have to thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
You have made this program very memorable. And we are hoping that you find time to come again. That is our elder in MPP, a former secretary, assistant to former president Nana Addo Dankwaah Akuffo Addo. He worked with him for 8 years.
Yes, sir.
For 8 years in Jubilee House. So he's a very elderly person in MPP, even though young, but an elderly person in MPP in terms of experience and everything. And he also knows Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, not just very close. He worked with him closely.
I was a spokesman.
He was the spokesman for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 2008. So I think that he has the alibi to actually speak for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and he has done that. He has done that, and you can see that he has actually told us exactly why he thinks that Dr. Mahmoud, not just to be retained, but I think that we should widen the scope of the percentage. Do you have final message for the delegates?
For the delegates, I want to say thank you first and foremost. Mindanyeshi, Midawase, Nagode. I want to say Akpe and Empire Pam. I'm saying that the Bani.
Yes.
I'm saying thank you.
Yes.
And for the delegates, because they are the architects of our leadership, the opportunity that we had to serve this country in 2000, 2004, and then of course 2016 to 2020 as well. And before that, those who are from the Buzier time as well. Delegates are the real leaders. And when I say delegates, party-wide, it's just that we can't all be delegates. So please, when I'm saying delegates, I'm speaking to the party at large, but to you specifically. You are the flag bearers of the party. What you do in the constituencies and the polling stations and the regions either makes or breaks the party. You are our real leaders. And in good times and tough times.
So one of the cameras.
Okay, this way.
Yes.
And in the tough times and the good times, delegates have shown resilience, fortitude, tenacity, love, compassion, and loyalty to our tradition. I can't thank you. I was lucky, I say lucky in a way, or fortunate to be blessed to be the Assistant Secretary to the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwaah. I was fortunate to be a spokesman for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in 2008 elections. Why do I say fortunate? Give me these two examples. Without your loyalty, the party cannot stand on its feet. If we have said today that Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, through his leadership, has helped to change the landscape of Ghana and added value to people's futures, it's because of you. I could not have become anything in politics, I'm talking at a governance level or administrative level, without you sacrificing. You stood in the rain, you stood in the sun, you manned polling stations, you guarded ballot boxes, you campaigned, took out your own hard-earned money. Even when there's no election, you are campaigning, especially our market women in the markets, making sure that you are ambassadors of the MPP. So I can't thank you enough. But I can only celebrate you and ask that once again, let's go again strongly with passion and impact and God before us and work to make sure that Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wins your confidence, delegates, wins your support, wins your hearts, so that he can, together with you, open a future of possibilities where you and your children and your family can achieve what has been on your heart for so long. You are our leaders. Help us to make sure that your ambitions and aspirations become manifest, that you can see it right now in this day and age. 2028, we have a strong possibility for victory. A strong possibility for victory, inshallah. We can only do it with you and with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as our flag bearer. He is a servant leader. You know that. You are our leaders, and he is a servant leader for you and for the whole party and the nation. Let us make sure that on 31st January, we vote for our future and make sure that we have a leader, a statesman who is electable not only to us, but to the country at large, and who will make not only Ghana proud, but Ghana prosperous with you by his side. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. You've said it all, and I'm not going to add anything. I think this is enough. My name is Imam Mohammed Salisu Suliemana. We are speaking to you from the studios of New World TV, Nima, Accra. Myself and my senior brother, Alhaji Ibrahim Adjei. We believe next time we'll be meeting here, inshallah.
I'll be happy to
and
come
continue
back.
with our discussions.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.